It is brutal in Canada today. It's super cold. And that's not to stop me going on a balcony and give you guys a yap sesh on how to start copywriting, because you're here because you want to start copywriting this year for yourself, and that is a wonderful thing. So I'm just going to give you guys a very raw video of what it is like after being a copywriter for 4 years now. I used to be a construction worker, working my ass off for $300 a month in Hong Kong. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I could barely put two words English together. But now I'm a full-time copywriter, remote. I live in Canada and I'm moving to Japan next year. I also visit Asia a couple times a year, go to Europe a bit. With this lifestyle, you're able to kind of travel because you only need to work with a select few clients. Of course, I'll be going deep into some stuff on how you guys can sign your own clients as well this year. So the first thing is, copywriting isn't a skill or isn't like a business model which will allow you to get rich quick. All right, so you need to really learn the skill, get good at the skill, learn the fundamentals, and always be looking for good copy out there. So what I would recommend if you want to start off isn't to read the books. Of course, you can read some books to kind of get your feel of what copywriting is. But the major thing is, which is going to really move your learning progress along the way, is really by looking at good performing copy, looking at good sales pages, looking at good VSLs, and really dissecting them into a Google Doc format where you can kind of see what the text is showing you rather than just hearing what the video is saying. Because a lot of viral videos, TikToks, YouTube videos, even viral ads, they're written by good copywriters. And a lot of copywriters, when they first start out, they don't really analyze these top performing ads, so they're missing out on a lot of experience. So that's the first thing that you should be doing. And the second thing you should be doing is you should always be mastering and creating and always iterating on your swipe file. Your swipe file is basically a database, basically your gun room, which is the hidden gun room that you always see in movies behind a secret door, where you have all your best guns. So the same principle applies to copy, where you have a room or you have a database or a place where you store all these good performing and best performing ads or in copy, where you know how to dissect them so you can kind of pull them out whenever you need to write good copy. And this is the number one thing that separates from an average copywriter from a really good and an A-list copywriter. All right, so that's the first thing that you need to do, is to always analyze great performing ads. Like a great basketball player like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they always analyze good game film. And this is kind of the same thing. And this is not, a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something that you need to be perfecting day on, day out. If you're not willing to put in the work, to do the research, to be on top of the game, to see what others are doing, to see what other great guys are doing, then this isn't for you. Then you can click away. All right, this is literally the brutal, honest truth of someone who's been in the game for 4 years, and I still do this to this day. All right, the second thing that I wanted to announce is outreach, right? A lot of guys, they give up on the third day on outreach. A lot of guys come to me and be like, hey, Hugo, I only send 10 messages a day. I've sent it for 1 week. I haven't got any replies. What should I do? Honestly, it sounds cringe. I don't want to be the guy to break it to you, but you just need to send more messages. It is a volume game as well as a quality game. You have to have a good mix of both. So that is how the game is ran in 2025, right? I'm just telling you how it is. And the thing is, most people don't really, they really kind of give up on themselves. They kind of lose belief within, let's say, the first week of sending outreach messages. And then they hop on to the next kind of business model. Let's say they're like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be sending messages every day. And believe me too, I still do it to this day and I hate it, but I still do it, right? So I just pretty much picked my path, decided, hey, I want to get good at this and I'm not going to look back. Right? So that's something, that's a mentality that you should be taking on as well, which is burning the ships and being like, hey, I'm going to go all in on this. I don't care what happens. I am not going to switch business models. It's kind of like a marriage. You kind of really need to put a ring on it and really go all in. And then once you've gotten a lot of money, once you've made a lot of money, and once you've signed a lot of clients, then you can go switching to other business projects because you've got that money saved up where you can inject into other businesses, which can then make you lots more money, and then you have a lot more leverage. And honestly, copywriting is the best way to get into online business in 2025 because this skill is so transferable to any other business out there, to every single business out there, because every single business needs copywriters and needs good copywriting. All right, so not just that, I also like to teach you guys not just to be good at copywriting and not just to be good copywriters, but to be good at email marketing as well, because these services kind of go hand in hand. And once you've actually signed the clients to actually pay you for doing email marketing or email copywriting or just copywriting for them, then I want you guys to learn the other services in the SMMA niche, like Facebook ads, writing scripts, doing SMS, doing email design, all these other services you can then add on top of that and upsell your clients to get paid more. So then you're not getting paid $2,000 a month each client, but you're actually getting paid $10,000 a month each client. And this leads me to my next point, which a lot of copywriters aren't doing, which is in implementing performance deals. And what I mean by that, or royalty deals, what they are essentially are deals which allow you to take a percentage of the sales that your copy generates the business, and then you get paid every single month until that contract ends, until you guys have the agreed contract saying, hey, I'm going to write copy for your business, and for every single dollar your business generates, I'll take, 10 cents from that piece of copy that's able to generate you that dollar, right? So basically, I'm writing you a piece of copy, that copy goes on to generate your business, $1 million, then I'll take, a 10% of that every single month. And these royalty deals are usually what sets the high-paying copywriters apart. And this is what really enables you to really get paid $10,000 a month or more per client. So these are a few things which, a lot of copywriters aren't implementing, which I see is working really well at the moment from what I see in my business. And the next kind of brutal truth of copywriting is that, sometimes you guys have to hop on calls, right? A lot of guys come into the business, they're like, hey, copywriting is great because, I don't need to show my face. But, that is mostly true. But honestly, when you guys are working with clients, when you're getting paid $10,000 a month per client, then you should have no problem with hopping on, let's say, one call a week with your client, showing your face, telling them what's going on, giving them some direction, because in 2025, you're not just a writer anymore. You're someone who gives the client direction, right? You're someone in the business. You're a partner in the business who gives the business direction, because honestly, sometimes one quick change in direction of the business will allow that business to 2x, 3x, even 10x in revenue without any change in the copy. So you want to also provide that sense of experience, that leadership, as well as the creative strategist kind of thing. You kind of want to be a CMO as well, because if someone's paying you 10 grand a month, I would expect them to also give me some direction in what I should do, rather than just being told what to do and told what to write, right? So those are a few things that I see working really well at the moment, and those are a few things that I wanted to bring up, because a lot of copywriters, they expect the game to be really easy. They expect to sign their client and then they make a lot of money and then they can just, fuck off. But that's not the case. You need to hop on calls. You can travel. It's great to travel. But once you're dealing with a lot of clients, then that will kind of take up your mental space. Then you have to start hiring, right? So a lot of people just start off thinking about, hey, how do I get $10,000 a month? But honestly, $10,000 a month to $20,000 a month is the sweet spot. Like, you don't have to be at 60 grand a month. You don't have to be at 100 grand a month. That might be your goal. But if you want a comfortable life to start off, then I would aim to get, 1 to 2 clients first in the 10 grand a month range, so that your total income for the month is 10 grand a month. And then you get to fly, business class. And then you get the Rolex. And then you'll be able to pay your mom, half your salary every single month, which a lot of guys come in and ask me. And those are their goals, right? That's why I'm just saying it. And that was my goal when I first started out too, is just to be able to pay my mom and to be able to travel to Japan, because that is my dream place, which I'm able to finally achieve. I'm going to be moving to Japan at the end of the year, because, bro, I fucking hate Toronto, man. I fucking hate Canada. So that's the thing. I was actually born and raised in Hong Kong. I'm living here this year because I'm with my girlfriend. I really like being with her. She's here right now. And I've convinced her finally that I'm going to be moving to Japan, and she's going to be moving with me. So that's a great move. I'm getting a loft there. And then, I'm going to be giving up this kind of view here in Toronto for kind of like a better lifestyle in Japan, because honestly, I just love Japanese food. And this is not just in some way to brag or anything, to tell you guys, hey, I'm able to do this, but more so to inspire you that you're able to do this yourself too. And I started, back in 2022 as a construction worker, and I was able to sign my first client 1 month later after sending 100 messages every single day. So all you have to do, guys, is literally pursue your outreach, create your swipe files, make sure that you do the boring work and do the hard work, which is outreach, right? Consistent outreach. I still do it to this day. There's no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. So those are my 5 cents on how to start copywriting, my brutal honest truth of what it is like. Your workload will start piling up, but I want you to really ask for the workload, right? Don't be afraid to do the work, because the payments are going to come, right? When the Stripe payment hits like $10K a month, you won't be regretting that you did the work. All right. So guys, if you guys want more free trainings and free courses on how to start copywriting, make sure you join my free school community. And you want some one-on-one help, then make sure you click on the link below to book a call with my team so then we can start to help you scale your own copywriting and marketing agency in 2025. And if you enjoyed this video, if you want more videos like this where I'm not in my office filming a very professional style video, make sure you comment down below and give me a subscribe if you enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.